Greetings, lovely people of Ghana and beyond. This is your teacher, Frank Yabua, once again. Today, I've taken you to a different level. Today, we move from the town to the bush, to a mountainous place. In fact, you can see there's a mountain behind me. We are going to talk about youth in agriculture. Youth in Agriculture program is a government initiative that the government brought it up in order to make farming and agri so salivating and presentable to the youth. But today, the youths are not rather engaging themselves in agriculture. It is rather the old men and then the old women. When you go to my village, my mother is there, my grandmother at age 98 still going to the farm. Look at this. Whilst a young guy like me in the city fighting for an unexisting white collar job. So you see, but I have come to the realization that the youth, we have to come back to agriculture. Why am I saying this? The reason is when you look at Ghana, our GDP alone, agriculture supported 54%. And our exports also, agriculture alone play a role, 40%. And then when you look at the food industry, food for the community, food for the people, it is also 90%. Agriculture also does that. So you see, agriculture, we need not to joke with it at all. We need not to play with it. Why? There must be a reason. And I'm going to hit on those reasons and what we can do to make agriculture salivating and appreciable. So you see, we youth need to embrace agriculture. Why are we not doing it? Now, let me take you back to the 10 days in school. When someone does something, they just get him failed to read as punishment. So now we youth are seeing agriculture as was punishment, weeding, punishment. So I'm not going to do farming. Already that thing in the head that it is punishment. So agriculture alone, we see it as what punishment. But is that the case? And also lands. We don't have lands. Lands are in the hands of individual that we call land tenure system. Elsewhere you go, the land is in the hands of the government, whereby you want to do something, you just go to the sector that is in charge of land, and then you get access to land, then you do whatever you want to do in terms of agriculture. But here it's not like that. When you come to Accra here, I'm at a place called Damfa. Damfa is a farming community, but all the lands have been sold to estate developers, and they are planting houses instead of them to plant food or plant crops. They are planting houses. A friend from USA once told me that Africa, Ghana, we waste money. Why do we plant houses like that? You go wherever you go, houses. I told him, look, my brother, here in Africa or in Ghana, the lands are not in the hands of the government. So you see someone will go and buy one plot of land, and then you just build one single room. And you build one single room here, the other single room here. Then you plant on it, basa like that. So you see. Then another one to buy another one plot of land, two bedrooms. Instead of them focusing on maybe story buildings, skyscrapers, so that one plot can take about 1630 rooms, then we will not waste arable lands. But it's not the same. It's not like that. They say, oh, okay. And I told them, look, here the government, all the government that have come and go have tried it, but it's not working. It's talking of STI, Sagreme, and a whole lot, but still it's not working. So housing deficit is too much here. We have more than 1 million people who don't have a place to put their heads. That's why everybody running, helter-skelter, just to have a piece of land to build a house. Forgetting that we will eat at the end. Then, what is the government supposed to do? This is my little knowledge I'm going to share. One, there should be free access to lands and credits. If I say credits, loans. So if you want to make a farm, and it shouldn't be like our forefathers' way of farming. A cutlass and a hoe, you weed, you burn and you waste at the end. No, now we are having what we call commercial farming. You have the combined harvesters, we have the tractors, and a whole lot, irrigation farmings here and there. So youth, agriculture, farming is not about using a cutlass and a hoe to weed, and at the end your waste will pain you. No. It's not like that. We have moved. We are in the 21st century. We have moved to a different level. We have moved to a different level. Farming is not all about that. Now you can use money to do farming. I'm not saying that you're going to plant money. No. You can go for loans. Come and do farming. We're talking about farming. We're not talking about planting of crops alone. No. Now even rearing of fish. Poultry farming, livestock, and so forth are also part of what farming. You can do that. So there should be free access to land and credits. And also we should use social media to raise agriculture. Yes, we can use social media to raise agriculture. For instance, YouTube, like that, what I'm doing. We can do that. Make a video, talk about importance of agriculture and how agriculture can help the society. We can do that. And also, there should be agricultural studies in the school curriculum. So that we learn how to do agric. We used to do that, but it was scrapped. I don't know why. I don't know why. So we should bring agriculture into the system again. When I was in school, I love agriculture studies. So you know why? I was in a village, I know how to farm. So when they give me the theory, I go and add the practicals in the farm. I go. So you see, agric helps. Then what again? We should use ICT. There should be ICT in agriculture. We should use the various tools, communications, and blah 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 blah. We should be using that one. You see, we should invite ICT, information, communication, technology into agric. And also, look, we have to make the image of agric so salivating. Sometimes you see a billboard, then talking about agricultural something, or talking about agric, then you see old man and old woman holding a hoe. Oh, hell no, why? We should invite the youth. So we should let the youth know that agric is not all about old men and old women job. And in Ghana, that is what we see it. Is it good? No. It is not true. It is not. And also, sometimes lands in the cities, as I said earlier, lands in the city have been sold to estate developers. So you don't have access to land. If you want to farm, you have to go to the village. And you know why? That village you are going to, the road network is very bad. The only what do you call it? Vehicle, let me say that you have is tricycle. The one in Ghana we call it aboboya, and tricycle. Can you do this? You go there, go and farm. At the end, when the food, what they call the crops are ready, you will not get access, or you will not get cars to transport your goods. So when they use this, that I'll go to the village, go and do farm, and then at the end my crops will get rotten. Then hey, Charlie, let me sit down somewhere. And also, our storage facilities in Ghana very bad. Tomato will get rotten when they are in abundance, and when they are when there are no tomato too, it's very scarce. So we don't have those storage facilities just to store our crops. You know, most of the crops are perishable, more especially the vegetables, tomato, the pepper, the cucumbers, and so on and so forth. We don't have any storage facilities. Those that we have few. So you see, this is putting the youth off to engage themselves in agriculture. And also, do you know what we should do is that policies, when we are making policies, we should invite the youth to have their say in it. The youth must speak up. Involve the youth. Let the youth be involved in agriculture. You should let them know that look, agric is the backbone. When I was in school, I was told that agricultural is the backbone of Ghana's economy. Like I said, yes, 54% of our GDP is agric, and then 40% of our export is agric or comes from agric. So you see, we look, leaders, please. When we go to school and come back, we don't have work to do. Forgetting that agric is there, agriculture is there. Oh. Let me give you some short scenario. 2020, during the lockdown, you know, teachers, we stay at home. Teachers, we stay at home for 10 months. My landlord gave me a piece of land, about 2 plots, and then I farm on it. Charlie, I was like joke. I harvested peanuts, maize, cassava, and so on and so forth. In Accra here, there's a place called Amahia. Amahia is a suburb in Accra. It is in Adentine district. Kwame Nkrumah, they says Kwame Nkrumah reserved it for farming. And that place, the land is very rich. Oh, Charlie, when you harvest one cassava, boom, like that, more than very big and bigger than that of my head. I'm not exaggerating. I'm speaking a fact. So you see, you need not to joke with agriculture at all. And also, we see, we should do what we call irrigation farming. Africa, we only wait for God's water. That is rain. And now, you know, due to the climate has changed. Even sometimes you see December, it is raining. Then April, May, June, dry season. Have you seen this? So if we what do you call it? Do what we call irrigation farming, it will help. The current government, brought one district, one dam, but I have not been hearing of it. Is it still functioning? As for that one, I don't know. But if it is still functioning, it will be cool. So government, please, government of Ghana, please, these are some of the things that you do for us, so that we will not disturb you. Give us job, give us. Some of us, look at my hand, look at me, how strong I am. I'm a good farmer. So look, when you make farming so salivating, agriculture so loving, lively, and enjoyable, all of us will stop chasing unexisting white collar job, and we'll be involved in it. So please, my heart is for the youth. That is why I'm doing videos to channel to the youth, to the youth, to the youth, to the youth. Because Africa is, the population of Africa is useful population. It's a useful population. It's a useful population. Age 18 to 24, more than 60%. So you see, when you do this, we will not disturb you. We will not disturb you. So these are some of the reasons why the youth must involve in agriculture. When you look at the background, you will see this is Accra. Look at a vast land, a very big land, an arable land, a fertile land. One thing about Africa is that sometimes we don't even add chemicals to, or we don't even, let me go straight to this one. We don't even add fertilizer, but our crops will grow well. Our crops will grow well, unlike when you go to US and other European countries whereby they're supposed to be using chemicals before. Yeah, natural. But hey, what is happening? So please, the youth, Mr. President, government of Ghana, Ministry of Agric, mm, um, Ministry of Gender, Social and Children's Affairs, please come together, put your heads together and do something. Do something before you die. Do something before you die. Please. Please. We need this. It is urgent. It is urgent. Okay, so lovely people of Ghana and beyond, if you like this video, just subscribe. Your subscription will give me power, will give me the edge, will give me the flair to give you more videos. My videos, I'm doing natural content. I'm doing my content focusing on the youths, because if the youths have what they want, they will not involve themselves in armed robbery, prostitution, hookups here and there, blah 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 blah. Please, so please support me. Goodbye.